list, stacks, queues, and list using arrays and list using linked list, right? Now we will discuss about one more very important topic in real world scenario, that is hash table. That is hash table. See here, open your MPTQ portal, right? And then click on data structures and you can get a table of contents here, right? And here our topic is hash table. Right. Now, first we need to understand what is meant by hashing. What is meant by hashing? For example, a bank want to store and retrieve the details of its 1 million customer. It's a real world scenario. The bank want to store and retrieve the data for 1 million of customers. Right. Suppose the key that identifies each customer record is the customer name followed by 11-digit number. Means that a key value is there, and then each customer record, the customer name followed by 11 digits of number, 11 digits of account number, right? By using account number only, you can access the bank details, right? So how many comparisons will be required to identify the customer record in the given key? See the real-time scenario. A bank wants to access a particular record from huge amount of data. It means that 1 million of customers. But here, what is happening? The customer name is followed by the 11 digits of account name. Now, the banker or a developer wants to access a particular customer record with the given key. How it is possible? There are 1 million records. In earlier data structures, you have to traverse each and every list in list, right? In linked list, you have to traverse each and every list. So it will take a lot of time, and it will you have to compare with lot of elements which is present in a database, right? Now here you can, by using this technique, it's somewhat different. A search will involve only the 11 digits, right? 11 digits of mobile number. 11 digits of mobile number. Right. Now, is there 26 possibilities for each character of variable length string, followed by 10 possibilities for each of 11 digits. Means that, for example, if you are comparing with, for example, something name you taken, like Tom. Tom is compared with 26 of letters. I mean, means that T is compared with 26 and O is compared with 26 possibilities and M is compared with 26 probabilities. But as the same 11 digits number, each and every digits will possibly compare 10 possibilities, 0 to 9, right? In this kind of these kinds of situation, hashing can be used to arrive at a fixed length shorter hash value from key. Searching fixed length shorter hash value is definitely much faster than searching for the original key value. For example, by using hash key value, you can able to find very much faster than by using original key value. Original key here is nothing but your account number. Account number is the key value here. But here, by using the shortened key, you can able to perform a much faster operations on searching. Much faster operations on searching. Right. Now, here, let's see here. They took a small example. Just try to get it first. Hashing is a process of transforming, right, a set of characters into shorter fixed length integer value. Shorter fixed length integer value means that if you have a number of data, if you have a huge amount of data, or otherwise if you have a lot of length in one single record, then it converts that particular large amount. For example, 0 to 9, that is 10 digits. The 10 digits value, it converts into only one digit, right? Then you can able to find out with 1 digit value. It's very easy. But you have, if you want to find out with 10 digits value, it that much fast, it can't perform that much faster than 1 digit, right? The shorter fixed length integer value which represent the original set of characters is known as hash value. Is known as hash value means that it's shorter length. That particular shorter length, that refers your key element. Your key element is known as hash value. If which number or which integer value, right? With integer value or length of integer value, which refers, right? A original key is nothing but hash value. Just remember that one. Right? Here, what is happening? You have some record. You have some record like account number. It has to perform some operations on the account number. It find out some key. Find out some shortened key. That shortened key refers a particular account number. Now the shortened key becomes hash value. Hash value. Now, what is meant by a hash function? What is meant by hash function? Hash function will be used to generate the hash value from the original set of characters. Now here, something like encryption. Here, what is happening? The original code will encrypted with some other code that is shortened code. That shortened code is nothing but hash function. The process of doing this technique is by hash function. 580, can you please mute? Yes, thank you. Right, clear? A hash function will be used to generate the hash value from the original set of characters. Just see here. This is the original value. It is the key. And then this one is value. But here, by using key, this is the key. By key, it performs some operations and it remains some shorted integer value. Then the shorted integer value represents that particular key value function. Right? Suppose we want to store the country names based on its key using the below hash function. Let us understand how it works. Now, the hash function represents a hash of key. Remember, definitely you will get 2 to 3 questions on this concept. Right? It's like a MCQ. Right? You will get 2 to 3 questions. At least you can get 1 question also from there. But 2 to 3 questions is mandatory from the NPTQ examinations. Right here, hash of k. What is h? H represent a hash function. Key represent a key. Here, what is happening? The sigma of 1 to n. The sigma of 1 to n. Right? Order of key in the sense, this will be converted into integer. 5A5. Right. Now, here what is happening? ISR. 3 digits is there. This 3 digits, what is this formula? Sigma of I equal to 0 to n. Here, what is happening? Sigma in the sense, sigma equal to 1 to n, a plus b in the sense, a plus b plus c, like that way, right? Here, I contains some value. Something like ASCII character 97 is a, right? 102, for example, it will take 102, right? And then yes, it contains something like 115, and R contains some data 118. Let's take some examples, right? It's not a fixed values. I'm taking some example. This is the ASCII values. Clear? These ASCII values, we are adding the values. What is the output? 102 plus 115. What is the output? Right here, the output is 7, 1, 2 plus this value, 118. What is this? 15, 335. 335 is the value. 335 is the value. Here I am giving some mod operation value. By 5. What is the mod here? That is 0. Mod in the sense it returns the remainder value. That is 0. In the table, the zeroth index in this table, in the zeroth index, right? This one is the zeroth index. The ISR will store first. ISR will store. Clear? Likewise, by using this operation, it performs some shortened key. This is the shortened key. It's an index. It's a shortened key. By using this shortened key, right, it stores the data by using reminder. Just remember, by reminder, it stores the data. Right. Let's see next one. Here it's C, which returns the ASCII value of character and ith position in K. K in the sense K is a key. Ith position in the sense this one I0, I1, I2. Clear? You are adding all those data and then mod 5. Here they give mod 5. Right? They can give any value. Here. Right? Let's see. You can understand here. Now hash value represent each key generated as shown below. How it represent? It's a key value ISR. Okay. Value is this one, and then order of 5. Order of 5 in the sense order is a Python method. Order is a Python method. It is used to convert. Your character to integer. Means that you can get an ASCII value. ASCII value. What is meant by ASCII? American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Right. Here order of I. In the sense I value. I ASCII value plus S ASCII value plus R I ASCII value mod 5. Let's see, 73 plus 83 plus 82. 73, 82 plus 82. That one is 238 by mod 5. The shortened value is 3. Let's see how it will be, how it works. Let's take here. This is the hash table. How many key values? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 5 total elements. So I divided by 5. 5 in the sense, what is the possible reminders? 0 to 4. Isn't it? 0 to 4. 2. This one is 0, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Right? Possibility is 0 to 4. Here what is happening? Here let's take here. It is 3. The third index, it stores ISR. Yes. See next one. Peru consists of PER, capital PER, and then the capital letter starts. Here order of P, that is 80, 69, 82. The value is 1. In one place, it store PER. PER. And the next one is India. Its shorter name is IND. Now the value is 4. In fourth place, India will store IND. Clear? Now the Fizzy is value is 2. Fizzy value is 2. In Fizzy, here Fizzy will store. Clear? Now Canada. Canada is the value is 0. The value is 0. Here the Canada value is 2. Now let's see here in sequential order or otherwise in a linked list or linked list representation, you have to traverse each and every element. For only one item, you have to traverse each and every node. Right here, by calculating this one, it directly goes to a particular index, and then it finds value for that. This is the hashing technique. This one is hashing technique. It is a hash table. This one is hash table. The function is called hash function. Okay, let's see here. Points to node. Hash function will always generate some hash value for given key. It always generates some hash value. What is meant by hash value? Which value represent a hash, a key, original key. Right, original key. Next one. Keys have to be unique. The keys have to be unique. For that purpose, I get mod function. But here also the key has to be unique only. See here, a given key will have only one value in the key value pair. The key consists of only one value. Here the key consists of only one value. This is a note to remember before performing any hash functions. Right? Now let's see here. Here what you are observing. Here 2 is same, means IND contains 4 and then SWE contains 4. What will happen here? Now it performs a linked list. Right? Now it performs a linked list. Like, let's see here. Israel, it contains 3. Okay, 3 it stores Israel. Alright, 3 it stores Israel. Here Peru is 1 it stores 4 India, and then 2 Fiji, and then 0 Canada. It stores the value by mod operation. Okay, let's see if 2 values are same. See here, the India and Sweden. The India is Sweden. Both the values are same. Here. Now how it will be? Means that each and every, for hash node reference, the hash table stores in index. It is a reference for the node. This one also, it's a reference. Right? Now I created node for each and every country. And then I am finding out the hash value. By hash value, I am just inserting the node. Where we learned about node? In linked list. Let's see here. Here the 4 value is common for 2 countries. Here I am giving like India is one node. The next node I am adding at the end of India. Means that the India node contains 2 parts. One is the value and another one is a reference part. The reference part, it refers the Sweden. Right? Likewise, we will save, right, hash technique. We will save the hash technique. Yes. Let's see here. Suppose we want to find the value corresponding to India. How you will decide whether it is India or Sweden? Right. We want to, what has happened? You want to get by using 4. By using 4, you are giving a key value. You are giving a key value here. Now you have to find out by using 4 that is India or not. That is India or not. So that purpose, I am giving here the both key and value pair. I am saving in a node data value key and value pair. That means it is may not sufficient to just store the value alone. Why? Because by using value, and value can be changed. Value can be changed or value can be replicated. But the key should be unique. The key should be unique. So I am saving the data in key value pair. I'm saving data here as key value pair as shown below. Yes. Right. Now let's go on for that. Operations possible in the hash table. What are the different operations present in hash table? Only 2. That is, one is put and the next one is get. There is 2 types of operations. One is put. You are putting a data in by hash table, and the next one is get. You are getting out a data from hash table. Right. Let's say here algorithm steps for put. Identify the hash by applying the hash function. Yes, first you need to apply the hash function. Means that the hash of key sigma I equal to 0 to n, the order of I mod 5. Right. You have to use that one, and then you have to find the hash key value. Locate the hash in the hash table. You have to locate the hash in hash table. Means that the hash is nothing but it's a hash value. You have to locate that hash value in the hash table. Right. Next, create a new node with the given key value page. You have to create a new node with key value page linked to hash. Here the hash is nothing but your hash value. Right. Linked to hash. Next, traverse to the linked list corresponding to the hash until its end. Place the new node as a last node of the linked list. Means that each and every hash value contains a linked list. Contains one linked list. You have to, whenever you are adding a new node, that node will be the last node for that hash value. Last node for the hash value. Let's remember this one. Right. Here, the get operation. What is meant by get operation? Get in the sense, the operation used to retrieve value based on its key and hash. Based on key and hash, you can get the value out. Let's see. Algorithm. Identify the hash by applying hash function. Yes. We are getting the hash value. Right. Locate the hash in hash tables. Yes. Search for the corresponding linked list. For a node with a given key. First, you have to find out the hash value. Just it locates the hash value. It locates to hash value. After that, you have to find the node. The node consists of 2 parts. One is reference part and one is data part. The data part consists a data key value pair. By using key, you are searching each and every linked list for that hash value. When found, return its corresponding value. When that founds, it returns the corresponding value. If node with the key is not found, it display node not found and return. Clear? Now, see here. If you take a dictionary, right? Python dictionary is implemented internally as hash table. In Python dictionary, it implements as hash table. See here. dictionary key and value pair. Dictionary contains the key and value pair. Dict dot dictionary dot get of key one. Get of key one. It gets the value. Value consists of key one. Right? It gets the value which consists key one. Right? Here, dict that update. You can update the value by using update method. You can update method. See here, right? That is about hash table, right? What is hash table? Hash table in the sense you have to find out the hash value. How to find the hash value, right? Hash of key equal to sigma of I equal to 0 to n means that if we have a set of data, or otherwise set of characters in particular data, you have to find each and every element order value, and then you have to add all the values and then mod how many variables you have, just mod it. Just mod by that value. Then you can get, right? Then you can get a value. Then you can get a hash value. By using hash value, you have to make a list. You have to make a list, and then each and every index area, it consists of reference for list. Reference for list. That list contains the key and value pair. The list contains the key and value pair. Right. There are two operations, that is get and put operations. Clear? Right. That is about hash table. Right. Revised examination guidelines. The examination, the Infosys examination will be the 3 hours of time, and then it contains 20 multiple choice questions and then 2 hands-on questions. 2 hands-on questions means that the 2 hands-on will be maybe at object oriented or fundamental oriented. Fundamentals Python, right? Let's see. Let's take a simple one. Right? You can open in your Infosys portal. Right? You can open this in Infosys portal, and you will get a notice here. Right? You will get a notice. Otherwise, you will go to examinations or notifications, something like that. Right? It's a certification. Right? You can go here and you can get the exam. You can take a mock test. You can take a mock test, how the questions will be, if you want to know. Right. Now, let's revise what are the concepts we have learned in this 5 days, 6 days, right? First one is fundamentals. In fundamentals, what is meant by a Python, right? What are the different scenarios worked in Python, and then what are the different types of data, different types of sequences in Python, and then what is meant by data type, variable, and in sequences, what are different types? That is list, set, tuple, dictionary, and then let's on. And then coming to object oriented, here we learned about what is meant by an object oriented programming terminologies. The terminology is nothing but it's something like class, object, polymorphism, encapsulation, and different extra, right? And then next one is how to initialize the data. What is instance method? What is a static method? How to declare an instantiation in Python, right? Now, how to inherit from others, right? How to prevent the data, how to prevent an object without creating the user. So we are not providing the permission. We are not giving the permission to the users to create an object, for a class. That is nothing but abstraction, right? This type of concept we learn. In the data structures, we have linker list using arrays, and list using arrays, and next one is list using linker list. Next, stacks, queues, and then hash table, and then hash table. Yes. Just a second. Do you have any doubts regarding these sessions? Any doubts how to write it, how to make a program, otherwise how to make a questions, how to divide a question into different scenarios or different modules? Do you have any queries? Just a second. Yes. Do you have any queries regarding these sessions? No, right? Yes, I want to tell you one thing. Here, 4 different courses is there, right? You have to read the four different courses, right? In each and every courses, you have a practice problems and questions. You will get a questions from these type of scenarios, and these type of questions only you will get for Infosys examination, and then you will get a 20 MCQs and 2 hands-on session, 2 hands-on on programs and Python, right? And then today I published assignment, a day 6 assignment, and then it will end up to 11:59 in the midnight, right? In the night 11:59 it will end up. Before today night you have to upload these assignments. So that is, I have given 5 questions. I hope so might be. Let's see, day 6 assignments. Yes, I have given 5 questions, right? 3 from 4 questions from fundamentals and 1 question from object oriented, right? Before today night you have to submit this assignment, and then Kahoot quiz 1 will activate in within 15 minutes, right? And then one more thing, don't try to implement your own logic. If program is wrong, no problem, but try to implement your own logic. If 3 more days is there, every day you will get assignments in Canvas, right? Please open Canvas randomly or otherwise day to day. All right, you have to submit the assignments for 3 more days also, right? And then we will connect one more time like this with in your free time today. uh, in that case you don't need laptops to connect, and just voice is enough, right? Please connect if sir intimate in if Nagaraj sir intimates you, right? Clear? Any doubts? Or I'll end up with them. No, I'm asking you guys. Any doubts? Any queries? Yes. Very good. And all the best for your examination. Right? Thank you.